Why do we watch movies? What's so special about them? If we're seeing Marvel's new film, then it's probably to have some fun watching the Hulk go loco on some bad guys. Robert Downey Jr. flying around in his CGI suit, saying some witty comebacks.
Yeah, I detected that too.
And Scarlett Johansson, well, we all know why she's there. Nothing's wrong with that. But having fun isn't exclusive to movies. That doesn't make them special. Sometimes we watch movies like Are We There Yet? Because we've got nothing better to do and we want to kill time. But killing time isn't hard to do nowadays. Just grab one of these and watch the hours roll by. Other times we want something educational, but we're not into documentaries, so we see biographies like A Beautiful Mind or Walk the Line. And if we want something more historical, we watch Schindler's List or Malcolm X. But if you really want something educational, or at least watch these guys.
Hello, I am not Hank.
No, not those guys. The greens. Yeah, those guys. Now, when we want to watch true cinema, the art of cinema, we go to movies like Synecdoche, New York, Tree of Life, Manchester by the Sea, or classics like 2001: A Space Odyssey, Aguirre: The Wrath of God, and of course, The Godfather. Cinema objectively is the most complex and comprehensive form of art. You hear sound effects, music, dialogue. You see shots like paintings, human emotions, spectacular scenery, visual effects, colors, lighting, architecture, freaking fashion shows, makeup art, and ultimately the manifestation of a written story being told with more dynamic than any other art form. Does all this make movies the greatest form of art? Well, not necessarily. So what makes movies so special? You do. Movies are not magical, you are. Your mind is. You give meaning to everything you see or experience. So some people could be passionate about movies just as much as some could be passionate about football or golf. But we're not trying to say that movies have nothing that makes them special. We're not just making up reasons to make them special. There are plenty of things that make movies special. You just have to see them. So for one, we recommend you not watch movies to be educated on subject matters. Movies were not made to be educational. Sure, some of them are to a degree factual.
Stuff they focused on getting right. Like every single shirt and fleece that I had in that movie is actually a shirt or fleece that I own.
But this isn't what cinema is about. If you're looking for information about something, movies are not the place to go to. Same with ideas. Don't go to movies looking for creative and original ideas and then be disappointed when all it does is tell a story. Don't expect movies to be useful or life-changing. Again, that's not what cinema is about. Some movies do have brilliant and innovative ideas like The Matrix, or Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, or Shutter Island. Some movies can be educational, some can be life-changing, some can be very useful, but you can't go into movies with one particular thing in mind. Movies are about more than that. In movies like Taxi Driver, Nightcrawler, Monster, and The Woodsman, cinema becomes a window into the psyche of characters in our society, giving us one of the most beautiful and vital things cinema has to offer: empathy. Our time in life is limited and we don't have enough of it to experience everything, but watching movies is the next best thing. Movies explore and present to us characters and circumstances we've never thought of, or have thought of before but had no sympathy or understanding of these characters and their situations. But their expression in movies brings us a fresh perspective on these matters. But more than anything, movies are about emotions. And if there's one thing almost any human can agree on, whatever their faith or belief, it's that emotions are real. As we've said, movies are an art form, and art in all its forms is made to one way or another evoke the most amounts of emotions and appeal to the widest range of the emotional spectrum. And movies have a ton of artillery at their disposal: the theme of the film, the directing, the acting, the screenplay, the cinematography, the designs and decor. Any one of these is an art form all on its own, and when they all come together, they produce something sensational in their viewers. Movies can make us feel nostalgia, happiness, laughter, sadness, and sometimes feelings we cannot even describe. There are movies that can make us feel levitated, like we are afloat and drifting above the earth, above the grand scheme of things. It is a grand feeling, and in our opinion, the greatest feeling that movies or art can evoke in its audience. Every person will experience movies differently, because everyone has a different background, a different mindset, ideology, and philosophy on life and on movies.